Imagine waking up every morning knowing that millions of people will judge how well you did your job today. If you mess up, it's replayed on TV, clipped on social media, and debated by fans all over the world. But if you succeed, you become a hero overnight. Being a professional soccer player might look like a dream. Huge stadiums, roaring crowds, luxury lifestyles, and playing the sport you love for a living. But the reality is a lot more complicated. Because behind the scenes, there are brutal training schedules, constant pressure, injuries, ruthless competition, and one brutal truth most fans never think about. Most pro careers are shockingly short. Today, we're breaking down what life is actually like as a professional soccer player, from the daily routine to the pressure of match day to the part of the job that quietly ends thousands of careers every year. And trust me, the final one might change how you watch soccer forever. When people imagine a pro soccer player's life, they usually picture game day, packed stadiums, floodlights, huge moments. But the truth is, most of the job happens when nobody is watching. A typical day for a professional player usually starts early, often around 7 or 8 in the morning. First comes breakfast and nutrition checks. At the elite level, clubs track everything: body weight, hydration, muscle recovery, even sleep quality. Because if your body isn't perfect, you don't play. Then comes training. This isn't just kicking a ball around. Training sessions can include tactical drills, sprint conditioning, strength training, video analysis, position specific practice, and yes, and sometimes 2 sessions a day. A single training day can burn over one that's 100 calories. But here's something most people don't realize: training isn't just about improving, it's about surviving the competition. Because every single player on your team wants your spot. And every week, someone loses it. But the real pressure doesn't start until match day. Match day is where everything changes. A professional soccer stadium can hold 50,000 to 80,000 people. Now imagine every single one of them watching you. One bad pass, one missed shot, one defensive mistake, and suddenly the crowd turns. Fans cheer heroes, but they remember mistakes. Players often describe match day as a mix of adrenaline, anxiety, and pure focus. The preparation starts hours before kickoff. Players arrive early, eat carefully measured meals, and go through warm-ups that are designed to prevent injury and maximize performance. Then comes the moment every player waits for: walking out of the tunnel. The noise hits you instantly, the stadium lights, the crowd chanting, the pressure. For 90 minutes, nothing else exists. But here's the part fans don't see. Even if you play perfectly, your job is never safe. Because professional soccer has one brutal rule: someone younger is always coming. And that leads to the harsh reality of the career. Most people think professional athletes play for decades. But in soccer, the average professional career is often only 8 years long. Some last longer. Many last much less. Injuries are one of the biggest reasons. A torn ACL can sideline a player for 9 to 12 months. And sometimes players never return to the same level again. But injury isn't the only threat. There's also performance pressure. If you stop improving, clubs replace you. Every year, thousands of young academy players are trying to break into professional teams. And they're faster, hungrier, and cheaper. That means many players spend their careers constantly fighting to stay relevant. Even stars aren't immune. Fans see the trophies and contracts, but players often live with a constant fear: what happens when this ends? Because eventually, every player plays their final match. And for many, the hardest part of being a professional soccer player is figuring out what comes after. So, while the life of a professional soccer player can be incredible — fame, travel, massive stadiums — it's also one of the most competitive and uncertain careers in the world. Behind every highlight reel goal, there are years of training, sacrifice, and pressure. And maybe that's what makes the sport so exciting. Because every time players step onto the field, they're fighting for their place in the game. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe for more deep dives into fascinating lifestyles and worlds most people never get to see. And if you're curious about another one, check out our video on what life was like in ancient Greece. It might be a lot wilder than you expect. I'll see you in the next one.